Hello students, today we're going to learn section 6.2, graphing linear inequalities. When we graph linear inequalities, think of shading. Again, when we graph linear inequalities, think of shading. Okay? Think of shading. Alright, so when you see this inequality, this is the less than symbol. What we're going to graph is a broken line, shade below. So again, when it's less than, broken line, shade below. When it's less than or equal to, again, this means less than or equal to, we're going to have a solid line and we're going to shade below. So less than or equal to, solid line because there's an equal sign. So again, there's a solid line because there's an equal sign and we're going to shade below. When we have this inequality, greater than symbol, we're going to have a broken line and shade it above. So greater than, shade above, no equal sign, it's a broken line. This next symbol, greater than or equal to. So again, this is greater than or equal to. Since there's an equal sign, the line is going to be solid. It's greater than, we shade above. So the greater than symbols, we shade above. Less than symbols, we shade below. When you have an equal sign and an equal sign, the line is solid. All right, for your homework and your quiz, you're going to have to do 4 parts. Identify the slope, identify the y-intercept. Is the line solid or broken? Are we going to shade above or below? So please make sure that you recall what we did in section 6.1. In 6.1, we identified the slope and y-intercept. Now we're going to check if the line is going to be solid or broken and where we're going to shade above or below. So here is example 1. So example 1, y greater than or equal to 2x minus 1. Remember, the slope is next to x and the y-intercept is a number without x. So the slope is 2 over 1. The y-intercept is negative 1. And since there's an equal sign, the line is solid. We have a solid line. Since it's the greater than symbol, we shade above. Okay? So greater than or equal to, solid line, shade above. So when we graph this, we're going to start off with the y-intercept at negative 1. And then from there we go up to 1, 2, right 1. We can continue the pattern up to 1, 2, right 1. Now we said that the line is going to be solid. So we're going to have a solid line. Okay. So once we have a solid line, we're going to shade above the line. So if you think about it, if you cover up the slope, that reads y is greater than or equal to negative 1. Well, here's negative 1. The numbers greater than negative 1 are 0, 1, 2, 3. It's everything above negative 1. So that means the shade is going to happen above. So that is example 1. Example 2, we have y less than negative 2/3 x plus 4. Again, identify the slope. Slope is negative 2/3. It says next, identify the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 4, just like in 6.1, graphing a line. There's no equal sign, so the line is broken. No equal sign, broken line, and that's less than. Less than means we shade below. So when we graph the y-intercept first. We go to 4 on the y-axis. Then our slope, we go down 2 to the right 3. So from here, 1, 2 to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. Do it again. Down 2 to the right 3, 1, 2, 3. And we said that the line is broken. This is a broken line. So here is our broken line, and now we shade below. And again, if you want to cover up the slope, this reads y less than 4. So what numbers are less than 4? 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. All these numbers are less than 4, so we're shading below. So we're using the y-intercept as our reference point, whether to shade above or below. Okay, let's go on to the next problem. Example 3, y less than or equal to x plus 2. Remember, if you don't see a number next to the variable, it's assumed to be 1. So the slope, 1 over 1. Y-intercept, 2. Since there's an equal sign, the line is solid. Since this is less than, we shade below. So again, we start off at the y-intercept at 2. Then we go up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. And we said the line is solid. So the line for this example is going to be solid. Okay. And then now we said we shade below. So we shade below the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 2. We shade below. So this is what you call shading. All right. So that's example 3. Example 4, y is greater than -2/5 x minus 1. So identify the slope. Again, the slope is the number next to x, -2/5. The y-intercept is -1. Since there is no equal sign, the line is broken. We have a broken line. Since this is the greater than symbol, we shade above. So again, we start off the y-intercept at -1, and then now it says to go down to 1, 2, to the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do it again, down to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and in this problem, we said that the line is broken. So it's a broken line. It's a broken line because no equal sign. Broken line because there's no equal sign. So the equal sign determines whether the line is going to be broken or solid. If you have an equal sign, it's going to be solid. If you do not have an equal sign, it's going to be broken. So there's our broken line, and we said we shade above. So we shade above. All right, that's example 4. Last example, example 5. Now we have y less than 2. So this should look familiar to you. If you don't have the x value or the x variable in this inequality, that means slope is 0. Slope is 0. Y-intercept 2. And remember, it's going to be a horizontal line. Okay. Line is broken. So remember, when there's no x, we're not moving. There is no rate of change. It's constant. So there's our broken line. And then less than means we shade below. Less than, shade below. No equal sign, broken line. Okay. So that was example 5. All right. That's it for today. Have a good day.